All right, all right, all right. Good Friday morning. That's it, end of the week. Oh, what happened here? I had all of that open. Parte time. Parte time. All right, so basically, taking a quick look at the news, see what's going on. Nothing going on. We got a Fed speaking at 9:10. Way too much Fed noise, man. Way too much Fed noise. They're starting to represent, to me, that they don't have the tools, so they got to make the noise. So everybody's got to take the weekend really to think about the cause and effect of that, the ramifications of what could be an ineffective Fed. And in the news, really nothing. I mean, snap plunges, some UK news, really nothing going on. So let's just get to the charts. See, look at what we're looking at. And there's going to be a quickie today, probably, unless I get into a rant. So here's the ES on the daily, and really we're watching. Here's the move down. Left shoulder, neckline, head, right shoulder, right neckline, and we're looking for a completion of the shoulder. I'm thinking around 610 on the ES, right? Let's see how that translates onto the S&P. Here's my dailies. So this is the neckline that we're going to watch on the S&P. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So the S&P, I'm looking for no more than 617, which is a 50-point move down. We're already in at 20, right? So, you know, we want it within the spirit. We can get there. Doesn't have to be on a net's ass. We don't want it to exceed 586. If it exceeds 586, then the pattern's kind of blown up. It's a loss. The pattern is a loss. Let's see, there's a trend line running down here too that's been pretty well respected. If we go out here, we're kind of inside it, but on these two, I kind of like that trend line, and we're getting, you know, a little bit of overage here. Actually, you can see it broke. It's probably going to come back down and test that, and look how nicely that all works out, right? I'm thinking it's done today, and then we'll watch to see if we get that break. If we keep moving, we go below. If we go below the head or above, or well, actually, we go below this this shoulder right here, then really the head and shoulders pattern is blown up. But because of the strength in the momentum, it could still be a trend reversal pattern. We'll keep an eye, or we're challenging the bottom. So yeah, you know, we just really have to watch how it unfolds. I'm feeling the head and shoulders. It'll coincide with the Christmas rally into the holidays. I'm thinking it's all going to work out like that, and then we have to figure out where we're going from there to get our bias. So that's what we're looking at on the short. Let's just rip through our dailies. So we looked at the ES, we've got our opinion, BTC probably in that channel on the long term, and you can see that channel's narrowing out, the momentum's narrowing out. Just, you could even make this a pennant if you wanted early entry on this right now. Let's get that bigger so we can see what's going on. It's even a down slope on that thing, which is interesting. But it's respecting it. Yeah, I just put a channel in at the low, which we've already got that in there. So I'm getting rid of this bad boy. You can pennant over here, but the momentum's so flat, I wouldn't do it. I would just channel from the high and the low and play the break either way. So I'm basically neutral on BTC until it breaks through that channel. Looking at Earl, the Duke of Earl. That's how my grandfather used to say it. Yeah, we're just in a consolidation, man. I'm feeling this 84 range is the right number. Yeah, I think we're gonna flatten out around here. Have any studies on this? I really don't. Oh, I could put a cloud in there. That's what I was looking for too. Yeah, see, we're respecting the cloud quite nicely. And I think we're just gonna move in and chop around right in here. I think the fun in oil is out. So yeah, I'm feeling neutral on oil, gasoline. Pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys read my descriptions and stuff, but so gasoline is about $1 higher than it was in 2010, but oil is pretty much the same price it was in 2010. There are a lot of Democrats out there bitching and moaning that the Republicans are feeding the oil companies and you know, all sorts of nefarious things. But the reality is that I think 60 cents of the move, or 60% of the price increase, is taxes, federal taxes, which was the result of a Democratic party. So 60% of the increase in gasoline is big government. And the other 40% goes to the oil company. And if you think about it, from 2010 to 2022, 12 years, obviously salaries increased. There's a whole change in benefits from 2010 to now. Companies are offering 401ks and supplementing them. So the cost of manufacturing went up considerably, and the 40 cents is a respectable number over 10 years, right? And you know, you get something out of it. There's a better quality of life for the people who work there. So the 40 cents I'm paying is going to my countrymen. I'm sure, yeah, and then, you know, you have trucking and materials and everything like that mixed into that 40 cents. So I find that reasonable on the side of the government, on the side of the companies. But what did we get for the 60 cents that went to the federal government? What do we get for that? I got potholes in my streets. People are shooting people. You get robbed. You can't afford your food. You know, there's taxes on everything. So it's interesting. You know, the Democratic Party is all about big government, and yet, you know, they're going to sit here and bitch and moan that the price of gas is higher. So it was interesting little bit of research I was doing, digging into it, just trying to figure out where oil's going, and kind of tripped over that. And people, there's even a little bit of noise out there over it. But again, you know, like a lot of Democrats or Democrat supportive economists, there's a lot of noise about it that, you know, Republicans are supporting this price gouge through the oil companies in return for huge contributions, which, you know, you could see ridiculous contributions on both sides of the coin. But the reality of the fact is that the majority of the increase or the disparity between 2010 and today in gas is federal taxes, or gas tax. I don't know actually if that's federal or state. I think it's a federal thing. Nat gas, yo, very bearish on nat gas. I mean, look at that, just a down day. It's coming down, baby. It's coming down. It's coming down very aggressively. So I'm holding out on the fill. You know what? It's so aggressive. I think a few days ago, I thought we'd probably touch around 550. And now it looks like we're going to the lower end of it. And I'd say 4.5 is probably a good number. I mean, after that, I'm looking at around 420. And the momentum is, everything's just falling off a cliff right here. That's funny, natural gas. 429. Yeah, so I'm holding out, man. I haven't filled my tanks, and I've got big tanks because I don't, I want to get a period of time. I don't want to have to worry about fuel in the middle of winter. Although I guess that might be an archaic concept because for many years we haven't had winters that shut everything down, and at least up here, when I first got here, you could be pretty certain that it was going to be difficult moving around in the winter. A lot of people used snowmobiles, and now nobody even owns them anymore. Such a change in the climate. All right, looking at bonds. Yo, bonds just negative. They're dropping. I held out for bupkis, man. I think I missed my entry by 16 cents. And I'd be up 8 points in such a short period of time. What a shame. I mean, I'm in the position of making money. I shouldn't really cry, but that would have been, it was good play, just a little too tight for my number. And that's where that cliche comes in. Don't be a dick for a tick. So, okay, looking at gold, making a double bottom. I'm buying on dips. GLD is a good ETF if you want to track gold. There it is right there, GLD, Bank. And you could see that it translates, right? So you could look at gold on the futures and it translates and showing us the double bottom on the daily. So we're going to let that baby tank down a little bit and start scooping. And what else we got? That's it. I am excused. Well, I have it listed here too. That's funny. I should get rid of that. Just drawing too much data. USO, if you want to do a trade oil, USO is a good option to trade it, ETF. But to be perfectly frank, I really think that this is going to level out around here. So I'm not really making any aggressive moves on it. All right, so hey, that's it. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Join me at 9 o'clock, and good luck trading.